This is very nice. I absolutely love this.
Kids deserve art.
That's awesome. Thank you. 755 Media. Thank you so much, Motown. We love you. We'll see you at Saturday.
See you.
Just kidding.
If you haven't done it yet, go ahead and catch up. If you are caught up, I want you to take your brush and do the squiggly line right here.
Just kidding.
All right, here we go, go. What's up, kids? How y'all doing today? Dang, sometimes you can eat one of these. It'll help you get some nutrition or some energy. And that's where I'm at today. What's up, babies? I hope all is well with you. Hey, parents, how you doing? Thank you, parents, for bringing the kids in today. Appreciate that. Now, listen. I wanted to do a couple of things with y'all. We're gonna do some freestyle work, okay? But in my freestyle, this is a terrible picture, but it's just a reference photo, and I just printed it. That's why I'm late. You see, the ink's still wet. And this is the Thor Hammer. You guys, are you familiar with the movie Thor that just kind of came out a couple of weeks ago or so? Anyway, I want to do the Thor Hammer. I think the hammer is awesome. And this is a scene from the movie. So that's why it's kind of not so great. But we're going to draw it out to that, okay? I'm going to draw it out today. I'm going to show you guys again how to draw something. And let's just have a little fun. And maybe we can paint it. It's not that many colors in it. So my question to you is, would you like to paint the hand and the hammer? Or just the hammer itself? I don't want to paint this person. Whoever this is, it's like a creature. We don't want that. I don't want that. We're gonna exclude that person. And we're gonna paint this. Yay! Shout out to everybody. Oh, you guys see these balloons and stuff? I knew you wouldn't miss that. All right. Well, yesterday was 755 day. So you guys know that I have another channel, adult channel. And everyone calls me 755. That's my name. And so what happened yesterday, like on YouTube creators such as myself, you get subscribers. Like you guys are my subscribers. Hopefully. If not, hit the thumbs up and make sure your parents hit the subscribe button. All right. So yeah. So anyway, yesterday was the day I reached 755, and it matched my name. So we had a big party, and we got balloons. We did some stuff. All right. So anyway, this is what that's for. It's the remnants of therefore and thereof. You know what I mean. And so yeah, we're gonna have fun today. I know Sissy's gonna come through with some Thor fun facts. maybe some jokes or something about hammers or something. I know she's going to come through with that. But meanwhile, what I need you to do, I need you to get your canvas out. We got a nice clean 12 by 12. Yeah. Set your easel up. Got to put something, have something to put your canvas on. Get out your paint brushes and make sure you get out your paints. The paints we ain't going to need, get them all out, but the colors we're going to need is black and white. I know for a fact we're going to need black and white. Let's see, what else? I just got them kind of screwed over here. All right, so get you the black out, the white out. You can get out some dark blue if you have some dark blue. It's kind of close to your black. See, you can see the difference though if you really look real hard. Use your artist eye and look real hard. Get your white, like I said that. And then for some flesh tones, we're going to use a little bit of colors as well. If you have flesh tone colors such as burnt sienna, raw umber, raw sienna, that kind of stuff, get that out. If you do not have that, I want you to get out some red, some yellow, and some blue. All right? And then we're going to make some flesh tone colors if you need to. All right? So, and if you got pink, I have portrait pink. It's by Liquitex. Yeah, light portrait pink. You see it? Cool thing to have. Especially if you do people. If you like to paint people or cartoon figures. All right? So you get that. And so you get that all out. Get your palette out. Whip out that pencil. Hello. Get it out. And so we're going to draw some Thor stuff. So I will be right back. Go ahead and get all that stuff. And don't forget your water. Just a little bit. Just a little tiny bit, okay? So go ahead and get that. And we'll be right back. What I'm going to show for my babies. I got to show something for y'all. I got to get y'all some more videos up in here. Maybe I'll do a collage of all of our paintings together. Sounds like a winner. All right, but until then, check out the reality and I'll be back, okay? I'm going to cut it short, so I'll be back. I'm just going to get my water and you go get yours too. Bye.
Yep. Yeah. Reality real.
What's really real?
Reality real. Do you know? Yeah. What you know? Reality collabo, knocking on your side door, kicking in your front door. You better know. Reality. Wake up. That's right. Reality collabo, knocking on your side door, kicking in your front door. You better know. Reality. Can you hear me now? Know the truth when it come knocking, baby. You might be running, and you risking me ruin you with the roar. I'm rushing rivers and righteous rhymes. Speaking, shaking and ripping the rest of the rhythmless rhetoric. It needs to be ended. Now verbs and predicates. Why you kicking the game? Why you dropping the science? Can you comprehend? Motors, powers, and motors, powers. Don't you really sit? Restore cartoon knowledge. Now they got it out. You proud and have battle. You scramble what you came out. This kundalini, this energy, this brainstorming epitome.
All right. We back like the cat in the hat. Okay. All right, so it's freestyle. If you do not want to do Thor today, you ain't got to. It's all right. It's cool. We're going to do Thor over here in this studio, so this is what I want to do. So hopefully you do too. All right, so I can guide you along the way. Shout out to everybody. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Okay, so as you know, I broadcast from two places. I broadcast from some 55 Media. That's where all the parents hang out. All right, we just hang out so we can get out your way. You know what I'm saying? When they hang out and they stay over there, that's the parent zone. And this is the kid zone over here with just Kitty. And this is where we actually do all the good stuff and all the worky stuff. You know what I mean? They just watch. They just let them watch. Yeah, so they watching over there. And so they want to say hello to you kids, all you children out of here. Painting today. They want to say hello. And so that's where I come in. I go over there and I say, what y'all want to tell them? And they tell me, and I say, okay, I'll be right back. And I go over here and I say, hey kids, they said this. And you say, okay. You know what I'm saying? All right. So I go back over there. I say, hey, they said okay. And they be like, okay, tell them cool. And I'll be like, okay, cool. And I come back over here and I say, their parents said cool. And y'all say, yeah, well, whatever. Okay. Avocados. That's how it goes down up in here. Shout out to Shirley Dabney. Thank you. Says good afternoon, everyone. So say good afternoon to all the children. Yep. And not necessarily kitties. Okay, I'm just going to say the youth. okay? Because over here, we represent the youth. That's 18 and under, baby, okay? But it be some parents, too. And sometimes they be watching, and they be like, what's she saying here? Yeah, let me write it down. Oh, I saw that kid do that. And that was pretty cool. Let me write this down because I want to use it for myself. So they take notes from us over here, kids. So make sure you be on your best behavior, all right? All right, no slinging paint water, all right? All right, so late night crafting with Stacy over there. Yeah, she's over there. And she's got a paintbrush and she got her powders out. Said, hey, 755 Media. Said, what's up, chat? And I'm sure she's saying what's up to all you kids, too, as well. MC from KC is here saying good afternoon, 755, and Sissy, that's Auntie Cuddles. Yeah, hope you got some rest. We got a little bit of rest. We toss and turn most of the time, thinking of all of your fine, wonderful folks that came over and celebrated 755 evening. It was so much fun. I had a great time, and I thank you for coming out, each and every one of y'all that came over. I appreciate that, I really do. Mother Earth Consultant is here. Mother Earth Consultant is over there, kids, okay? And she said hello. She said hi. I hope all is well over here. And we're doing fine over here at the Just Kidding Show. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, meanwhile, kids, listen. Get your paint powders out. Get your stuff together. Come on, come on, come on. I'm waiting on you. Let's go. Get something. Get something so you can put the paint on, okay? If you got one of these little paint powders, excellent day, okay? Get it out so we can paint. I'm ready, I'm ready. Are you ready? I'm ready. You've been waiting all week, right? Okay, let's go. All right, okay, so accessory is over. Say hello, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, accessory is over there talking about what a great time she had celebrating 755 subscribers for 755 night. Yeah, we had a great time. We had a ball. Nicole Free is here. Hello, say hey, y'all. Hey, kids. Okay, kids are saying hey back. Okay. So listen, if anybody else wants to come up and paint, you guys just kind of hang out in the backstage down there, and it's okay. You can hang out down there, and we can paint together. But if you want to come up on the screen with me now, remember you got to have your parent. I got to see a parent peek in and give me the thumbs up or come over and wave or smile or something and behind you. And that'll be fine. I'm watching, okay? So when I look up there, if I see the parent, we're cool. But if not, you guys can stay in the background down here at the bottom of the backstage or right here on StreamYard. You guys can paint all you want, okay? But, yeah. All right, so if you need an image, go ahead and text me at 755justkidding@gmail. If you need an image, go ahead and text me. Email me. I'm sorry, I said text me. I still got to wake up. Email me at 755justkidding@gmail. Okay? Y'all go ahead and do that, and I'll get your image over there. I'm telling you, it's not the best image, okay? Might be better off getting it yourself. I'll Google mine. All right? So it's still dry, but it's so blurry. I had to blow it up and this and that. But, I mean, listen, it's a freestyle day. Right? So this is not for a client. It's not for a client. All right, so keep going down, just checking on the parents real quick. Okay, everybody's enjoying. Hey, I got a fly. I got a fly, sissy. You know I hate them things. It keep coming over and messing with my hat. If it lands on my hat, you guys. All right, we're gonna have to. I think I scared it off. I think I scared it off with some glitter. Okay. Woo, the remnants of it all. Yes, Late Night Crafting with Stacy said, please hit the like button on the Kidding channel, please. Yes, I invite you, all your parents, to come over from the adult side and go over down to the Just Kidding side and smash that like button for us. You know what I'm saying? We got to represent and let them kids know that y'all showing up in the building and showing support. Appreciate that. Okay, so yes, Mrs. Amachi is here. Hello, my darling. How are you, my dear? I hope all is well with you and your family, your lovely family over there. Thank you for coming in with the Just Kidding show. Okay, the MC for Casey's got her milk lined up. How many cups of milk you got there, girl? Ah, snap, 7 cups of milk. All right, let's get into the 7s. All right, so yeah. Okay, all right, so everybody is telling me how much fun they had celebrating the 755 night, and I appreciate that. I did too. I really, really did. Thank you so much for the many blessings that you all bestowed upon me. Yes, indeed. Tamika Thomas, hello. Good afternoon. Come on, kids, y'all ready? Let's go. Let's start putting out our paint. I want you guys to put out some. First of all, let's draw this thing out. Okay, let's get into it. All right, I think I'm all caught up with everybody. I just want to say hello. So, I'm going to bring y'all down to the art table. what I lovingly like to call the art table. But it's not an art table. We're going to get an art table. Let's go. Fam, come on down. Let's get into it. Woo-hoo! Y'all love to go for that little ride, don't y'all? I know you do. All right. So, we're here. We're here. And so I'm going to put this camera down. I'm working it, y'all. I'm trying to work it here. And so, as we can see, this hammer, it has rectangular shape to it, and you can see at least two sides of it. So you know in a rectangular there is more than two sides, okay? So what we want to focus on is the part that we can't see. There's no way that we can get all parts of this square hammer put onto a paper, because a hammer is what? Three-dimensional. Got it? And a sheet of paper is one-dimensional. Okay? What's it called? No, it's one-dimensional, right? But we have a way that we can manipulate two-dimensionals on it. Now, to find out more about dimensions, what you guys will want to do is you can ask your science teacher, you can ask your math teacher, even ask your parents, or you can do what everybody else does. Google it! Alright, so now, what it's basically saying is this paper is flat. This paper is flat. I wish I had a hammer I could show you guys what I'm talking. I do have a hammer. Is the hammer where it's supposed to be?
I put it back on the top of that box.
Alright. So, this is my Thor hammer. Nowhere near the size of this thing. This thing is massive. Look how small and puny this hammer is compared to this massive hammer. Now, as you can see, this is three-dimensional. I can twirl this thing around. Look at that. I can flip it all around like so. And you can see all angles and sides of it. But once I keep it still to take a picture, you're only going to see one side, okay? Unless I turn it to a situation where you can see, like the Thor picture. You see this side, you see the underbody of it, you also see this. What you're not going to see is the top. You're not going to see the back, because you can't see it, because it's in a dimension where it's in a position where you can't see it, okay? So you have to learn how to draw things in different ways. Now listen, this is what we call still life. It's not moving. This hammer doesn't breathe. It doesn't talk. It doesn't blink its eyes. It does none of that, okay? All right? Can you guys hear me really good? Please throw up a, I don't know, throw up let's make it easy. Just put a J in for just kidding. Just put a J in the chat if you guys can hear me clear. All right, so I don't want any crackling going on this program. So if you guys hear me crackling or sound fading in and out, let me know. So I want to be clear. I want to be clear. All right, so you have to decide what angle you want to paint the hammer at. Do you want to paint it from the top? The top you're going to get the top. You're going to get the front of it, and you're going to get a little part of the side of it. All right? Or you could turn it this way, and you can only get this angle of the hammer. It depends on how you turn it. So you can actually take something, I wouldn't say like go in your dad's toolbox and get the hammer and play around with it. This is not a toy. Here is a character. It's a very powerful tool. It can cause harm, so you have to be careful. But I'm just saying, whatever it is, let's just use, like we've used paintbrushes before, as a drawing, a drawing aid, or something that we want. Now, I'll take this for instance. This bell here represents my good friend, the baby's booty. I remember when we painted the McQuackins. It was a great series that we did. Okay, so the same thing with this bell. If we turn it this way, you're only going to get one side of the bell. this bell has 4 sides. So you got this side and then the back of it. And flip it one more time over here with the little fish that was dedicated to me. It's a little tiny fish on there. You guys see it? Yeah, let me show y'all. See the little tiny fish? Yeah. All right. So anyway, you got 4 sides. You even have a bottom, all right? You have a top. So you ready? You have more than 4 sides, a 6-sided piece. 1, 2, 3, 4. Top is 5, and the bottom is 6. So if I wanted to draw this bell, I'll first have to say, what is interesting about this bell? What is the best part about it that I want everybody to know about? Then of course, more than likely, I will pick this side with the logo on it, all right? So if I pick this side, of the bell, I have a choice of bringing it to you straight on, where you only see just that, which will make your image look flat. But if I give it a little turn, now you can see that it has a dimension to it, and sides to it, angles to it, roundness and curve points, you know what I'm saying, that I can see here and I could draw out, all right? So to start it off, I'm going to have to, I wouldn't just make it flat, I just have to show the angle. So I would draw the angle, and I'm going to do it here so you can see what I mean. So now this becomes the angle. It's not a exact square, okay? So that's the angle like we're seeing here in this hammer. I'm trying to bring this somewhere with y'all. All right, so what I'm trying to say is, what you see is what you give. If you wanted a flat hammer, you would lay this hammer flat, and that's all you would show. If you don't want a flat hammer like this, then you have to tilt it in order to see the dimensions. All right, y'all got it? All right, good. And I can spend all day on that, as you can see. So we're going to make sure we represent the angle just like I did here with the baby's booty bell. You're going to make sure you represent that angle and put it right onto your canvas. Now, always make sure you're going to have enough space for whatever drawing that you do on your canvas. You don't want to get too big of a canvas and then just have a little tiny hammer like this going on your canvas, right? And then you put a stick on it and you say you're done. But what about the rest of this canvas? So you have to fill up the canvas with the art so that you have a focus point and not just a lot of empty space, okay? All right, so what we're going to do, I have a good size here. I could make it larger. So because I'll still have, let me show you, some quite a bit of canvas left over. So, but I'm not. I'm going to use what I have here. You can either do a tracing method or you can kind of draw it out. So in order to say where I want to get started at, I'll just draw a little bit there. And sometimes you can do a little trick, like if you don't need this reference photo, you can take your pencil and you can twirl it around into that corner right there. And you can get that corner, all right? And then you can put it. Now don't go through your canvas with it. You can get over here and you can do that corner. You can poke it through and then you can go right here. But you got to make sure you keep it straight, because once you move it and let it get all out of place, then you're going to have holes poked all over your canvas for no reason, okay? So you can do that and just lightly twist your pencil in there and get it. You can do it, okay? And just lightly, don't punch a hole through your canvas, all right? You don't want to do that, all right? Just through the paper, all right? All right, so now we know that, and then we can figure this part out. Or you can take your pencil like I'm doing, and you can go over your picture over and over and over again till you start to make marks into your canvas, and then you know, okay, that's where the handle is, okay? So you kind of come on down and you kind of want to do the same thing. Or you could just say, let me use my artist's eye and I'm going to try to figure it out. All right, so we see where all the marks was at. Let's try it that way. All right, so this was the top of the hammer that came down. So you just want to connect the dots pretty much. If you know this is the middle of the hammer, where we poke this dot at. So this is a line right here. See it? So that means you're going to have to put a line right there. And put it at an angle, because this is not straight up. Look at it. It's sideways, just like this. So you make your line sideways. We freestyling today, you guys. And now you have to connect this line to this line. So you don't want to make a hump on it. It's a straight line. It's a straight shot. So make your shot straight right there. Now we know this comes down to this dot. Okay, you got it right there. And this goes over here. You're going to do it like that. All right? But you just keep going. You just keep going. You take this one and you bring it over here to that one. Now we're drawing this Thor hammer. I see it coming. It's starting to happen, okay? So you got to round the corners off a little bit because the hammer is not completely square. It's got some rounded areas to it, so make sure you represent that and just round it off a little bit, okay? So we're going to round them off. Each corner I want you to go to and just round it off. That's sort of like a little happy face or sad face, just a little bit around the corner. And now, if you notice, there is a little top. You can see it. See that very little tiny bit of the top of the hammer you can see. These are representing the corner, so this is representing the top. So what you need to do is come on over here, start at this angle, and keep it close, and just go straight across all the way to the other side. There you go. Bam. Y'all see? All right, let me see. You guys, this might be a little low. Might be a little low. All right, so did I see any sevens? Everybody can hear me? Do y'all know what I'm saying or what's going on? All right, so. All right. Hey, Spiky, how you doing? Hey. I'm glad you're here this afternoon. Now, another thing I noticed when we got the top to going, I can see that there's like a little dip right there. There's a little dip. So I want to make sure that we get that little dip in there. Okay. We want that. And then I can tell that this is a side and then this square is a side. But in between it seems to be something like a chipped out corner or maybe it goes inside a little bit, right? Like it's chipped off. So we want to make sure that we say, okay, here's one of the areas that's chipped off. All right, so we just want to exploit that. Just make it a little double line up because it's like a double line. See this one right here, then this one right here, and then this is a whole different area, meaning a plane. Like this is one plane, meaning the side of something. This is another plane, and this is a plane within itself right there. So we made that. See? All right. So now we have to talk about the bottom. Now it's not just going to come straight over and go like that. No. Because it's a square. Can you see? I know it's a terrible picture, but use your eyes. Look. See right there? Okay? And then it comes over. So that's what we want to do. Uh-oh. And there right there so you guys can see what I'm talking about. It's just the under part of the so it's another plane. It's the weight, it's the angle. So you have to make this come down a little bit and sketch it over. Sketch it over. I might have made it too big. But you can just take your eraser and clean it off, okay? So once I got here, it needs to angle down a little bit. And you just draw another line there. Just like you did here, you draw one here. It has to end because it connects, okay? Alright, so we're going to get into it. Let's get into this hammer. Alright. Yeah. Thank you. Alrighty, so. Hello, Sweet Arts Custom Creations. Hello, Unbiased LLC. Thank you for coming in this afternoon. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you. Alright, so we're just getting some work done on our hammer. Alright, so now, this hammer pole, the handle, it doesn't go straight into this part. This is a corner. The bottom of this hammer is here, so we know that pole has to go in there some kind of way. Just like I said, this is not a great picture, but it's pretty cool. So you're going to represent that with the little half circle because you don't see the full circle because he's holding it, right? Now, some people could go ahead and get a ruler or something of that sort to make a straight line, but we're just sketching, okay? Take a chance, you guys. Once you make this half a circle in there, right there. We talked about this hammer. The Thor Hammer. This is the hammer of Thor, you guys, okay? It's a new movie coming out by Marvel. I don't know about too much about movies, but I just know that Thor is a Marvel character. Well, I guess he's a Marvel character.
Yes.
Yeah, he is?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, so you just get that in there and not necessarily soak underneath this. Just, I think I want to move mine over a little bit. Because, you know, you got to keep looking at your reference photo and then you'll start seeing things. Okay, so now the hammer starts here, but it's not directly over this corner. It's more over here in the center. So now you're going to bring your handle down. Now, I know it's got little ropey type texture to it, but we're not going to worry about that right now. We're just going to shoot from the hammer. Keep scrubbing your pencil against the canvas and make light marks. Don't gouge it all in. Don't try to draw it all at one time. You want to take your time when you're drawing because you're sketching and you can make mistakes. So you can get your eraser. Now these pencils is an artist pencil. They do not have eraser. You have to get a eraser separately, okay? And you can buy those separately. All right. So you just go ahead and you just try to even it out with your pencil, and so yeah, you're gonna make mistakes, but that's what the eraser for, and so don't worry about that, and just keep going down with the hammer. Now don't worry about the hand. We'll bring the hand in. We'll bring the hand in last. That's because, like I was showing you with my hammer, okay. Now, if I was just drawing my hand would be there. But when I put a hammer in my hand, now the hammer is on top of my hand. You must draw the hand first and then add the hammer. For the part of the hammer, the hand that's going to show up, you can erase it out and now you only see the hand and the hammer. Okay? Now, if I pull my fingers across, watch. If I pull my fingers across and hold the hammer and grip the hammer like this, now, my fingers are on top now. So I would draw the hammer first, then draw the fingers on top. And anything extra you can erase. It's all part of the magic of drawing. The beautiful part is you have an eraser. If you do not have an eraser, then what you can do is you can try with your eyes. It makes it harder though. You know, you got to have the right tools. The better tools that you have, the better jobs you can do. Okay? So, you just, and see, you also need knowledge. Tools and the knowledge. And you can do a superb job. You got the right tools and the right knowledge, you can do an excellent job. If you don't have the right tools, you probably do a poor job. If you do not have the knowledge, you probably do a poor job. So you have to have both of those things, okay? And you have to also have the will to want to do it. So, I know you guys want to draw. Don't say it's hard. You can do it. Everybody can do it. If they really, really try, you can do it. You just have to. Not all the artists that you see, the work that's in the world out there, though, everybody that you see, and you say, wow, that's a great piece of art, or I like how he drew that, or I like how she drew that, that they don't necessarily have to have talent or have a gift of drawing. A lot of people, that's why I have schools for it. So you can go to learn how to draw. So it's something that can be taught. That's like cooking, okay? Everybody likes to eat. Everybody has to eat. But everybody don't cook. And it's not because you can't cook or don't know how to cook. Well, I should say don't know how. But it's not that you can't cook. You have to have the will to want to cook. And also, you have to have somebody show you and how to do it, what ingredients to add, what ingredients not to add. And that's how you learn. You learn. It's a learning thing. So it's something that can be taught, and you can pick it up if you want. So don't say you can't do it. You can. Just don't get discouraged. You guys can do anything you want to do. All you got to do is want to do it. Okay? And try and get the tools. You might not have a pencil. Maybe all you have is a piece of chalk. Then you keep drawing with that piece of chalk until you can get you a pencil. Okay? And when you get a pencil, you keep drawing with that piece of that pencil. If it's a tiny, tiny pencil, you keep drawing until you get a bigger pencil. And as you get a bigger pencil, you keep drawing with that pencil and learning that until you can get you some paint. Okay? And you can finger paint. And when you get finger paint, next time you know, you can get you a brush. Okay? So you just keep building and keep building. It's all part of life, and you can do it. And we're just going to start right here today with the Thor Hammer, okay? Now, you can go back and tweak it and look at different things and say, okay, I see that my hammer doesn't look like that, or I should have did this or that. And you can do that, and that's called improvement. You can always go back and improve on yourself. You can maybe be mediocre today, but tomorrow you can always be great, okay? Keep that in mind. So, with the hand on the hammer, that don't worry about it. We're going to skip over it. And some people might want to put the hand in. And some people might say, no, I just want the hammer. Okay? So, keep going. You just keep going. Don't stop. We just took a small break and talk for a minute. But I want you to just keep scribbling back and forth all the way down until you get the hammer near the bottom of your canvas. Okay? And once you get it down there, there's a loop here. It's sort of like a hook where he can probably put his hand in that hook and swing that hammer around a certain kind of way. So you want to put it's not a full hammer at the bottom. So there's a hook. So we're going to stop right here. And we're going to say, all right, now we want a hook on the bottom. So we're just going to put a hook down there. And it might not be the Thor hook, but we can see, oh, I'm taking a picture away. Sorry, you guys. So I'm just going to hold it here. So we can see that it has a hook bottom to the Thor hammer. We're going to bring it all the way up like this. Now it's got to have a middle, because if you don't have this little part right here, you're going to, okay, have a problem. So put the hook in there bottom right there. All right. So now it's got some type of ridges or like a braided, it's hard for me to do it there. We do it right here. It's got some kind of, it's like, I don't know, it's sort of like a rope. When you hold a rope and you tie a rope around, like, it's got like knots to it like this. So now we're going to put these little circles on the hammer. So ovals, they're ovals. So you just put the ovals on there and try to fill that entire part up with the ovals. Come on, you can do it. That's 1, 2, 3, right? 4, 5, 6, just connected. 6. We got 6 of them. All right, so look, I can see them here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it's the fingers, okay? So if I wanted to draw the fingers, this is the time after the 1, 2, 3, 4. After 1, 2, 3, 4, this where here will be fingers, okay? If you want to draw the fingers, that's where you should start putting those fingers on there. Hello, Sweet Reed. Hello, E Money. Hello, Ruji Crafton. Good to see you guys. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you all. I hope that you all had a peaceful afternoon, restful night. Thank you for checking in with the kids today. We appreciate you over here. Just kidding. We're drawing the hammer of Thor, okay? That's what we're doing right now. Now, okay, so do you want to put the fingers in? No, not me. Not today. I just want to do the hammer today, right? Because I'm going to keep it simple for the kids, all right? So, I'm going to put the hammer up. So, I'm just going to keep going all the way down with the oval-shaped parts all the way. And I'm trying to keep them uniform, meaning that the same size and length, same size. So I'm just going to keep going with all of these little ovals and square type parts all the way down the hammer. And don't worry about this hammer we practice with. It's okay. Don't worry about that. So just keep going. And I just got the picture out the way because this part we can We don't need the picture to see. You don't need the picture to see this. Just put that in there. So once I get down here at the bottom, let me try to look at my picture and see. I got a picture, and I Googled it, and I'm just trying to see how the hammer looks at the bottom, just to make sure, okay? So, because, listen, y'all better enjoy this hammer, because I almost gave y'all a bowl of cherries to paint today. That would have been nice. All right, sissy? They almost got a bowl of cherries. Okay, so, let me see. I said Thor, Thor. I'm just looking Thor up. And there's the hammer. Okay, so what I'm noticing that there are several type of hammers. Okay, so Thor is an Avenger, and okay, so this is not, well, and this one it's like a leather strap at the bottom. Let's see, and so I think that's what it is. It's a leather strap. So I said it was it's a hook, but it's not a hook. So this is a leather strap. And so that's cool. So what I want to do is I want to bring this part in just a little bit, just a little bit. Cut that part off, and I'm gonna make this look more like thin, because this this hammer is not a hook. It's a leather strap. Okay. So if you guys know what leather is, it's cowhide. It's a piece, and then what you do is thin it out, and it's already thin, and you manipulate it and it's really durable. Just manipulate. Okay, so now we got a leather strap at the bottom. All right, everybody happy with the Thor hammer? All right, so now you can get in there. You can start erasing these things. If you're just going to do a drawing, that's what you need to do. You want to erase all of your mistakes. All right. What I'm doing is I'm scooching over, and I'm going to find my erasers. I keep my erasers in a little box. I try to keep all my stuff in one area so that, I'm sorry you guys, oh no. I try to keep all my stuff in one area so that doesn't happen, okay? All right, so let me get you guys focused back on the screen. I was trying to show y'all my box. I accidentally knocked over the camera. It happens. Hey, it's YouTube, okay? All right. See, I made a mistake. I'm not crying. Whining. So you can get these erasers like this. These are pretty cool. And I have a couple of those. And sometimes you can find erasers that you can put on the top of your artist pencil. And that happens sometimes. So you can get that. Or you can get erasers like this. And they come like in the shape of a pencil. And you just pull this little string, and all this paper comes back, and you can use this to erase like that, okay? So those are pretty cool erasers, right? There's all kinds of erasers. But today, I'm going to use what I know is the most popular eraser in the world, all right? So we're going to get this eraser right here. A lot of you use this in school. So we're going to get this, and we're going to erase all the parts in our drawing that we don't want, right? All right, so let's put that to the side. Sorry I knocked you guys down. Let's see if I can hook this cord over here so I don't do it again. That would be nice. Alrighty. Cool. I hooked the cord. Alright. Thor Hammer, we coming for you. We coming for you. We coming for you. Ooh. Yeah. Alright. So before we start the erase, alright, I just want to say to everyone that today is Saturday, and I love you guys. Yay! All right, so Thor is a Marvel comic character, okay? And he is from Asgard. It's a planet. It's called the planet Asgard. A-S-G-A-R-D. You can find out more fun facts about Thor. Go ahead and look them up. You can look up Marvel Comics. You can do all kind of stuff to find out more about Thor if you're interested in knowing, okay? So, also, hey, sissy, I got a joke for you. Auntie Cuddles. Yes. Here, I'm over here painting. I'm drawing right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just want you to see me over here drawing. I don't know if you see me over here drawing. I just want to know. I want you to know that I'm over here drawing with the kids. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I just want to say, I want to ask you a question. What did Thor say after accidentally breaking something? What did Thor say after accidentally breaking something? He said, Thory. Yeah, he said, Thory. I thought we. Okay, so I want to erase this off. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my eraser. And I'm doing a good job at it. And I'm just erasing all the pencil marks that I put on here that I shouldn't have. But I was just testing out and just seeing. And now I know better, so I don't want those. I want the better ones. So I get that. And listen, you guys, if you can, always, and I do mean always, never take your hand and brush your artwork, because what happens is when you do that, you put the oils for your fingers and you might have pencil marks on your hand. And my hands are pretty dirty right now. The reason why my hands is dirty because I've been painting and moving around paint stuff and I got pencil marks all over. So you don't want to get the pencil marks on there and smudge your work. So get yourself a nice clean dry brush and brush it away. Okay? Brush it all away. Make sure there's nothing on there. Right? Just brush everything. Right? Okay. So they have those. And I even have the bigger ones like this. And when I'm working with big pieces, I can take this brush. It's just a very soft bristles. And I know it looks dirty, but it isn't. You know, it's in good shape. I've had this brush for years. I've had this brush for at least 10 years, okay? More longer. But anyway, you take it, you just brush off your work with it. I use this one when I use big pieces. This is a really big brush too, okay? But this is bigger. Get the job done quicker, okay? You can keep your clean brush if you can, always. All right. So now, I know over here I didn't want all of this extra, so I'm just going to go ahead and take that out as well. I didn't want that. And then some of these inside of these circles and on the outside, I really want to clean them up, okay? So you just take your time. Erasing is just as important as drawing. Y'all didn't hear me. Now I'm going to say it again. Erasing is just as important as drawing. Alright? So remember, brush your work off. Don't use your hand. Okay? If you don't have a brush, and you must use your hand, make sure your hands are clean. Okay? So, and the reason why I say erasing and make sure you round your corners off. Remember, we had them square first. We want to just go ahead and round those corners off with our eraser. Yeah, it's coming along nice. It's coming along really nice. Shout out to Big Mike. Hey, Big Mike. I know you like Marvel Comics, and I know you like to draw. Big Mike said he likes to draw more so than paint, and that's fine. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing this series. Hey, son, how you doing? Hello, Sam. How you doing? Appreciate you. I'm talking to the kids, y'all. So just chill out, chill out. Okay. I know the Sweet Pink is probably out there. Let's see. I don't see her, but I want to just make sure. I'm trying to see. Sir Blue, how you doing, sir? Appreciate you this afternoon. Oh, okay. Hello. All right. Hey, okay. All right. No parents. I don't see no parents. No parents. You know what that means, guys. All right. So I'm just going to make sure that this hammer is what I want. So I forgot what I was saying to you guys about whatever. But anyway, just make sure you round the corners on. So let's get that together. All right. And so you want to make nice clean. I was saying erasing and just Okay, for whatever reason, my mic went out. I apologize. Thank you very much for no sound. I don't understand. I got a symbol up here saying my sound was out. It was weird. Absolutely nothing to do with me, but mic check 1, 2. That's right, late night crafting with Stacy. Thank you. Can you guys hear me? Can I get a, I want you guys to throw up a 5 in the chat if you can hear me. You hear me? Okay. Okay, good. Thank you. I was worried. I didn't know what happened here. All right, so I just know my screen turned pink, and it was like, your mic is disconnected. I'm like, what? I ain't even over there. Jeez. All right, you gotta do better, StreamYard. All right, so anyway, I'll make sure I'll let them know. And they always ask me after the show, how did the show go? I'm be like, it could be better if my broadcast wasn't interrupted. All right, so let's go. All right, so I'm liking this. I'm really liking this thing. But what I want to go back and like I said, okay, I see y'all 5 to 7. I see y'all. Thank you. All right, parents. The parents is on the kids. They want to make sure. Okay, so now we got these all in here. I just want to make sure I put them all in exactly the way I want them. And you can change things. If you didn't want your hammer to have these knots on them, you didn't have to put them in there. You could just make straight hammer, okay? And that's fine. Do that. All right? Okay, and just not go back over it. Make sure you got it like you want it. And when you're satisfied, you say, ta-da! All right? But let's take it a step further. Now, here's the reference photo. And the reason why I said, let's take it a step further, because I see something. I spy with my little eye some shadowing. And y'all know how I love shadowing, yeah. All right, first of all, I see it here. Everything you see is dark here. If you notice, this is a terrible picture. It's shadowing. So let's work it. Let's get into it. We see, I'll lay this here. I'll try to fold it a little bit so that you guys can see. All right, see this shadowing under here? It's there for a reason. So your hammer don't look flat. So let's get that done. All right, so I'm going to come over here. And I'm just going to find the darkness. And I'm going to shadow it. Okay? I'm going to shadow it. And that's showing me that it's another side, another dimension to this hammer. And it won't look so... Just by me doing that little tiny bit, it shows me that it's more to this hammer than just flat. Okay? So you want to shade that in. And then at this point, you can start adding features to it, making it look like, wow, okay, there is another side to this thing. All right? And I notice here, this part is a little bit darker than over here. And I also noticed that I had this kind of going straight. I think I need to angle it. You just go ahead and start finding all the things and the little details that you want to change with your hammer. Okay? So I'm liking that. So if I change that side, I got to change this side too. So now I need my eraser out. So I'm just going to run an eraser right down the middle of that thing. Alright, just clean it up. Right on the edge right there. Clean that sucker up. Alright, clean it up. Let's brush and brush it off. Alright, starting to take a little shape now, right? Okay, so now this edge, remember we talked about this little hooky edge part? It comes up a little higher than the other part. Make sure you put that on there. Because look, we're going for the Thor hammer, not just the 755 hammer. Alright, we bring my hammer out. We're not looking like this. We want to represent that whole entire corner. Right here. This plane this plane, okay? And any other plane, if you turn it this way, you'll get the bottom plane, all right? But you have to make sure you get the shape. You know, it's all angles to it. So turn things around, okay? Turn things around. If you want to paint them, you twirl them around and you look at all angles of it. Wow, I like that part. Wow, I like it when it look like this. You know, I like that. You feel me? So you twirl things around and you look at, and then you position it. Meaning, no matter how you can, you set it up and prop it up. If you have to use your water cup to prop this hammer up so that you can get that detail up there at the top where it's circle and this little part, you pull your nail out with, then that's what you do, okay? You prop it up with pillow, you prop it up with blankets or rags or toys or whatever you do. You hold it some kind of way, you hold it. And you can maybe like hold this in your hand and say, okay, I could draw it like this. And that's how you do it. You gotta, and then tomorrow, turn it the other way. Okay? The next day, flip it this way. Flip it that way. And then you have all types of angles. You probably end up with about 50 different poses. Alright? 50 different poses. If you have a Thor's figure, you pose it all a different way every day and draw it. Pose it. Big Mike, I see you. I know you have different action figures over there. Take your Thor and pose his hand like this today and draw his hand. Pose his hand like this tomorrow and draw his hand. Pose his hand like this tomorrow and draw his hand. And you keep doing it, and pretty soon you're going to be the hand professional. You know, or pose his body that way. You'll be the Thor professional. Or pose his hammer a different way. You'll be a hammer professional. So you just have to want to do it and be persistent and consistent. All right, let's get back into the shadowing. I was just letting you guys catch up with talking. So we're just going to get into the shadowing of this thing. And just a little bit of shadow underneath, like so. It's starting to look like the hammer. Oh yeah, you think so? Okay. All right, good. That means that's good. All right, so I see in my picture, it just has a little extra darkness over there. So I was just adding that in, just like that. All right, connect that like that. All right, so yeah, I know y'all say, oh, 755, you told us you can't draw that well. That's because I don't practice. Okay, we gotta practice if you want to draw that well. So, you see all this little extra shadowing and it looks good. Yeah, it do. It looks good. So that looks nice. Alright. But, I tell you what. I see some more. On the handle. Y'all see it? Look at the photograph. So, these knots look like they stacked on top of each other. When actually, they're like a rope and they go diagonally somewhat. So while we can talk about that, let's say how can we make it look like this? Well, one thing I noticed that this side is larger than this side of the darkness on there. See that shadowing? All right, see this is bright white right here, and this is dark right here. This is called highlights. This is called shadowing. When the light, obviously, what I'm seeing with my eye, because this is lighter, this is highlighted, and this is darker, this is like got a shadow to it. So I'm assuming that the sun is up in the sky over this way, over Thor. And the sun is shining down and it's reflecting on this hammer. But this side not getting that much light because the sun, this part right here, is keeping it from getting over there. Just like the handle. See, it's light here and light here. Now, this is a real actual picture come from a motion picture Thor. So this is not something somebody drew. This is an actual photograph, a still shot of a scene in a movie. So the sun is here, and it's reflecting now. See how the sun is reflecting on the top of his thumb? See how it's light right there? But when you come down in here, it's all shadowy. That's because his hand is like this. And even with my light, if I turn my light over here, lower this light. Okay, if you just look at my hand. if I put my hand out here like this, you're gonna see one part of my hand is well, it's not great. This because I'm so lit up. Let me try to do it like this. I'm gonna show you a better picture. I'm gonna show you a better idea. If I have my hand like this, right? If I have my hand right here, see the inside of my fingers got a shadow in the inside. See on the inside is darker than right here because the light is hitting straight right there. But on the inside of my hand, let me see if I can show y'all like this. Inside of my, there you go. See the shadow inside my hand? That's because the light can't get in. The light is hitting off my fingers and off the palm of my hand here. Yeah, the light is shining and the light is coming from right here where you are. You like, just say for instance, you are the light. So if you are the light, you shine right onto my fingers and the palm of my hand. But the darkness comes because the light can't get up there in between my fingers. Because this part is blocking it. You understand what I'm trying to tell y'all? Okay, so we'll work more with shadow and darkness later. I just want to let you guys, I hope that you understand what I'm saying. And so, let's come with your drawings. Your drawings, that you have to, your drawings are going to reflect that. You have to have shadow and darkness, highlights and shadows, okay? That's what I'm trying to tell you. So, if the light of the sun is hitting Thor's hammer here, we're going to leave this side light. And the darkness is because the stick is round. When something round, baby, you can't get the light on all the way around unless you shine the light directly from the top. But it's shining on the side. So this part is darker. Even my brush says it. Look. See how my light is shining and this part is lit up on my brush? But this back part is darker. But it's the same color all the way around though. How is that possible? It's called shadowing and highlighting. Okay? So let's get into it. I talked enough. So this part of the brush is in the back. So you just go in there and start shading the back of the brush, okay? I mean back of the hammer, right? And it just doesn't come in and stop. It blends off. It's not just a shadow. We're gonna do some shadow work. We're gonna do some. I'm gonna show you how to do something. And
I'm loving the lesson,
okay, all right. I'm glad you guys are loving the lesson. Thank you so much. So we're gonna do what we see. This is more like, if I turn it this way, you can see it's more like a triangle shape. Okay, see the triangle shape? It's not a perfect triangle, but it's triangle shape. So we're gonna do a triangle shape too. All right, see this? I'm making a sideways triangle, and that's how we're gonna do it. Now you're gonna start adding texture and three-dimensional work into your art kids. Okay. Shout out to everybody that's over on the 755 Media channel, joining in with our Just Kidding Kids. We are over here on Just Kidding channel. I ask all the parents, please. See, 755 is the parent zone. That's where all the parents hang out. Just sort of like gymnastics. There's an area where all the parents be. Okay? But the kids, we over here flipping and painting and drawing. Okay? Kids, start filling in your shadow. Make sure you get a lot in there, a little bit, and then bring it out to a little peak on your hammer. We're painting the Thor Hammer, parents. The Marvel has a new movie out, action movie. It's called Thor, and this is a photograph of Thor's hammer, and look how massive that thing is. Woohoo! Okay, the hammer is down, honey, and we over here painting it and drawing it. All right, so this is the 755 area is the adult side where they can watch you kids paint and draw, and I'm over here on Just Kidding with the kids, and they are painting. I ask that all the parents go over to Just Kidding right now. Please, moderators for the 755 Media channel, please drop the link for Just Kidding so that the parents can go over. They can check out the channel. They can thumbs up the kids because the kids can't get comments. They only know that when I'm telling them that you are here. So let the kids know that you are there in support by thumbsing up the live, please. kids can join me painting. Your kids can join me painting every Saturday afternoon at 12 noon Central Time. But in order for them to get on stage or on the panel and paint side by side with me, I have to see a parent face or a thumbs up. I need to see it. I cannot get a text message or I cannot get an email because kids can send emails, okay? So I want no deception here. I want the safety of the kids to be important. So you guys make sure let your kids know that they cannot come up and paint with me. Now you guys be in the backstage, like there's some kids backstage painting and drawing. It's a freestyle day. They can do whatever they want. But I chose to show them how to do Thor. But the kids can't come up on the screen. They can stay in the backstage all they want. Sort of like a holding bin. So, a holding bin for artists, okay? You guys, I'm going to turn some music on. Don't you guys want me to put some music on? Nobody asked. Yeah, they listening to me? Oh, okay, good. I like when y'all listen to me. So I got this new song that I'm working on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you want to hear, Sissy? You want to hear Cuddles?
Yes.
All right, Cuddles wants some of it, so I'm going to play the new song. I'm not finished, but this is the part I've got together so far. You guys, let me know if you can hear it in the chat on 755, and let me know if it's too loud and if it's overpowering my voice. I need to know so that way I can kind of, put things on the level. All right, you guys? All right, I almost knocked my camera over again. All right, so here we go. You guys, if you need to take a break, kids, go ahead quickly and do that, all right? And then come back. And we're going to finish shadowing out the rest of this hammer. I'm not going to put his fist on there. Not today because that might be a little much for you guys. But I think we're doing good with the drawing. And hey, we might even get into some paint. I think that a light drawing this out. Maybe next week we can paint it. There's 13 people in the building right now. I appreciate you guys coming out. Make sure you hit the thumbs up over here to Just Kidding, please. All right, here's a new song, kids. Let's go. Let's get this shadowing done after using the body. All right, let's go. Shadow. Okay, so we just adding the shadow in, you guys. Okay, you hear echo. All right, let's go into. Let's see if I can mute myself. Thank you, T, let me see if you get an echo now. I'm gonna mute myself.
Just kidding. Just kidding. Wait, the just kidding kids are the best kids, baby. Yeah. Please believe that. Let's go, y'all. Hey. Mama, how long should I wait? Wait. Well, high noon on Saturday. Wait. Other kids are outside and they're playing. I set my easel up and then I say, just kidding. Papa, I can hardly wait. 12 high noon on Saturday. Wait. Other kids are outside and they're playing. I whip my paintbrush out and then I say, just kidding. Wait, just kidding. Wait, the just kidding kids are the best kids, baby. Yeah. Please believe that. Let's go, y'all. Hey. Mama, how long should I wait? Well, high noon on Saturday. Wait. Other kids are outside and they're playing. I set my easel up and then I say, just kidding. Papa, I can hardly wait. 12 high noon on Saturday. Wait. Other kids are outside and they're playing. I whip my paintbrush out and then I say, just kidding. Wait, just
Okay, y'all. All right, listen. How y'all like that song? I'm working on it. I really am. So I'll let you guys know when it's all done. I put little cracks in the wall, okay? Because this hammer is doing some damage to this Thor, okay? I just want a hammer floating in the air. So that's why I added the little cracks in the wall to make it interesting. And the next time we meet, which is next Saturday, 12 high noon on Saturday. Yeah. We're going to finish this Thor hammer, maybe paint it, and do some exciting stuff with it. Maybe we got to add something. So much blank space over there. Maybe we'll add something over there. We don't know. So I think that this is going to turn out really, really nice once we start layering some paint on it. I'm so happy. So yeah, I told y'all the joke earlier. I said, what did Thor say after accidentally breaking something? He says, I'm Thory. Okay. So much fun. All right, so you guys, it's been a wild one. We've done a lot of work today. I hope my camera don't fall off because I have it cray. Hold on. There we go. Now I think that's better. All right. So, I want to remind you guys, you can go get your art boxes, you can get your art kits on Etsy. Get one of these t-shirts if you like. We'll send it out to you. Go over there and have your parents go on Etsy page. Shout out to all the kids in the background. I'll see y'all. Okay, so this is what I want you guys to do. We're going to go ahead in this broadcast. It's a nice drawing exercise. Remember what I said. You get better with drawing the more you draw. You have to practice. Got to keep at it. You have to want to do it. You know, try to draw something every day. you know, and try to draw the same thing every day for a week. Let's do a challenge. If you guys can do that challenge, draw something, the same thing, like I said about this bell, all right? If it's the bell, it's the bell. If it's the hammer, it's the hammer. You can even draw your own pencil. You can even set your hand up there and draw your hand. Whatever you choose to do, draw it every day for 7 days and see how that work out for you. We'll check back in on the 7th day, which will be next Saturday, all right? So, yeah. Wait a minute. You say, does Thor eat pretzels? No. Thor doesn't eat pretzels. Y'all know why? He doesn't want to be thirsty. Thirsty. All right. I know my jokes get a little stale. It's embarrassing sometimes. But, no, Cuddles. You want to hear one more? All right, I got one more for y'all. What is Thor's? Thor, we doing Thor today. Y'all, let me turn this camera down. I feel spooky. I feel like I'm in a spooky movie. Hold on, let me see. I don't know why I know why I don't have my overhead lights on today. Okay, my bad, y'all. My bad. Okay, I got one more and I'm out of here. What is Thor's favorite day of the week? You guessed it. Thor's Day. Okay, sis, you crack. Y'all, I had so much fun drawing out Thor's hammer. This is from the Marvel motion picture Thor. You can catch it at the movie theater. I don't know. I don't go. All right, but anyway, this is the hammer. I think we did a pretty darn good job, okay? We eliminated the other character that's in this picture. We don't want this person. We didn't want Thor's arm today or his fist. You can add it later. It's always a thing you can do. You can add on. And so we have a lot of space here. Maybe we will add it on over here in this space over here. Okay? So this is the hammer that we came up with. I think we did a good job. Remember what I told you about shading and light. Take a light and put it somewhere and cast it onto something and see all the different shadows you can make. You can even make shadows of yourself on a wall. Some people do shadow boxing. You know what I mean? They're not really boxing, but they just act like they are. They boxing their shadow, and they put a light up a different way. So with the light going cray today for me, you know, I could just make different shadows and, you know, on the wall. I can't do it right now. I thought I'd be able to cast some shadows on the wall. And people do finger puppeting on the wall with shadows, light and shadows. You could do a ton of things, okay? And it's all fun, all right? So, thank you for this. I want you guys to go ahead and clean your mess up. You want to exercise? All right, we'll do a couple. Hold on. No, I know, right? You want to exercise? Okay, let's get into it. All right, let me put some music back on. All right, so I got this one. We just play this one. We'll play this. I'm gonna have to mute myself though, because we don't want you getting the extra sounds. Just do what I do, okay? All right, that was cool. Y'all about to work me out. Listen, I'm an old lady. I got to go to sleep now. But thank you, kids. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, man. Make sure y'all clean up. Don't run around the house with that water sloshing everywhere. No. You're going to get your belly wet. So just go ahead, put the water out, clean your brushes though. You know what I mean? And dry up everything with your drying towel. But we didn't paint today, but you might have because it was a freestyle day. And if you got your drawing, make sure you got your drawing box. You can get one of these at the dollar store, okay? Go to the dollar store. Instead of asking for candy this week, get yourself one of these nice dollar store boxes. You can easily put your eraser in there, and you can put your pencil in there as well. And that way, my friends, you will always keep up with your good. Always keep your drawing stuff separate from everything else. Okay? All these are my pencils, erasers, and pencil sharpeners in one handy box. Alright? So, yeah, no. These are erasers. This is just a jar I found. I found this jar and it was pretty cool. But I asked for permission first and then I used it. So I put it in there. Close it up. Make sure it snaps. And put your stuff away. Alright? So, remember, don't put your handprints on and don't let nobody touch that until we get, because you don't want all these dark smears and fingerprints all over your Thor Hammer. So make sure y'all keep this nice and tidy and put it up. And I'll see y'all next week. Alright? Appreciate y'all coming in. Thank you, parents, for bringing the kids this week. And I'll see y'all next week as well. God bless. Peace.
Kitty derp. Kitty derp. Kitty derp. Kitty derp. Kitty derp. Kitty derp.
This is very nice.
Kitty derp. Kitty derp.
I absolutely love this.
Kids deserve art.
That's awesome. Thank you. 755 Media. Thank you so much, Motown. We love you. We'll see you at Saturday.
See you.
Just kidding.
If you haven't done it yet, go ahead and catch up. If you are clutter, I want you to take your brush and do the squiggly line right here.
Just kidding.
Kitty derp. Kitty derp. Kitty derp. Kitty derp.
Please believe that. Let's go, y'all. Hey, hey, hey. Mama, how long should I wait? 12 high noon on Saturday. Wait. Other kids are outside and they're playing. I set my easel up and then I say, just kidding. Papa, I can hardly wait. 12 high noon on Saturday. Other kids are outside and they're playing. I whip my paintbrush out and then I say, just kidding.